Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, October 7th, 2024. This is the KC Multifamily Minute, bringing you every single new opportunity that's hit the open market for multifamily investors in the KC market. And like I do every single week, let's start off with some stats. So running some numbers here, we have 66 total properties that are not brand new construction, that are $500,000 and above on the open market in through the MLS. Okay, and of those, 46 are still available. So that means 20 are under contract, but that also means that 46 are opportunities for you to take a look at. Most of those are in the $500,000 to $1 million range. So if you're in that range, you got a lot of opportunity there. Once you get over 2 million, you've got maybe 9 or 10 to take a look at. And in fact, some of those are my listings. So I am actually going to go ahead and cover the fact that we've got about 3 or 4 new listings this week here in Kansas City. And then that's inclusive of what we have on LoopNet. So for my podcast listeners, I'm popping over here to LoopNet, looking at this. It shows we've got several new listing opportunities. We've covered many of these already in the past. But over there, we've got 39 listings, and 31 of those are still available, which means on LoopNet there's 8 that are under contract. So again, there's a lot of crossover here between the two platforms, as I will call it, as far as open out to the public listings that you can take a look at and buy through an agent or not. But however, I'm here to help you with any single one of these listings, whether a seller has decided to pay for a broker or not. I hope that I can bring them enough value to any deal that we can get some deals done, because I am really pride myself on closing out deals once we get under contract, okay? So let's go back over to actually, you know what? This time we've got my website, legendaryapartmentbrokers.com, for my podcast listeners. My website's up and going. It's still a work in progress. However, I do have this fancy new search option here for you that actually, when you click on multifamily investings, takes you to all the multifamily listings that are on the open market in the Kansas City metro. It's very specific to the Kansas City metro, which is a really nice feature. You don't have to go through and try and sort and weed out everything, okay? It also defaults to the newest listings that have come up on the open market, all right? So this is a very familiar map type setting that you can go in here and use, but let's go ahead and take a look at these 3 or 4 new opportunities. Podcast listeners, I'm going to zoom in here. I've got this sorted to the brand newest first over the last 7 days. I'm only going to talk about this for about 2 seconds. There's $1 million property here that's right next to I-70. It's actually on Van Brunt and I-70, we'll call it. We covered it in the past. It's been completely remodeled, all Section 8 tenants, $1 million for, I think it's, let's actually just double check. I believe it's a 6-plex. Let's see here. Nope, 8-plex. Okay, so it's an 8-plex for $1 million. Again, we all know this is not my favorite location, but it is completely remodeled and redone with great high-paying tenants in there. They are Section 8, which means they're getting the maximum fair market value. So if you're a Section 8 buyer, you could take a look at that and see how that might fit into your into your investment criteria and portfolio. 1031 exchange. Again, if you're a Section 8 type of buyer, that could be a good opportunity for you. All right. So again, didn't want to spend a ton of time on that. So I zoom back out here now, looking at the whole map, the Kansas City metro. We have a couple other new opportunities here. Going to zoom in. We're getting into the heart of Midtown, right here, close to, it's actually Charlotte and 32nd Street. So I don't know, 5-6 blocks east of Main Street where the streetcar is going in. It looks like it is I believe it's a 5-plex plus a single family home. No, sorry, it's a 4-plex plus a single family home, all on one lot. So you're getting 5 units for $750,000. This is a very classic Midtown location, probably quite large units. Some of them been redone. I don't know if all of them been redone. Rents I would look to get here, if you're, let's call it 2 bedrooms, you can probably get $1,200, $1,300 depending on the finishes and how well. So you can kind of do the math on that. Let's just do that. 750 times 5, which we all should be able to do this pretty easily, but just for thoroughness here, 750,000 divided by 5. We're looking at 150,000 per unit. Could be a little tight on some of the numbers there, but if you do have a 1031 exchange, you want to be part of the Midtown Revolution, this could be an interesting fit for you here on 32nd and Charlotte Street. All right. All right, let's zoom back out. And we've got one other new opportunity here that's on the MLS that's $500,000 and above and not new construction. So again, it's in the Midtown submarket of Kansas City, right on 42nd and Harrison. If you're familiar with Harrison, it's actually a block west of Troost, which is, 12 blocks east of Main Street. Sorry, it's kind of jumping in and around here. But I think we might have even covered this last time. It's a sixplex for $650,000, quite large units. I believe there's some work to do there. But if you're interested in this kind of opportunity, and you've got a 1031 exchange, you've got maybe some money that you can put into it as well, this could fit into what you're doing. Unfortunately, we don't have any other photos on it, but let's reach out to me, see if we can take this down. Each unit's about 950 square feet. So you're looking at less than $110,000 per unit. And again, should be able to, with the right finishes, $1,400 for that kind of size unit. They're all individually metered with a full basement and laundry room. So it does need renovation, but again, if you can put in here another $100,000 into it, you've seen these properties sell for that. So I'm always interested in protecting your equity, and then of course adding some cash flow to that. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom back out on the map, just get our bearing straight. Again, it's my brand new website. Love it. Apartments.com. Sorry, not apartments.com. LegendaryApartmentBrokers.com. But it's got all the new listings, all the old listings on there. You can take a look at them. All the details the MLS provides is on that website. I can help you with all of these deals, okay? So we're going to close out all those. We're going to hop over to LoopNet, which we know CoStar powers all the data coming over from there with all the new listings. We really only have 2 new listings over here on LoopNet. I already gave the statistics on what's available. We have let me just make sure you get the numbers correct here, 14-unit apartment complex right in the heart of Westport. So I'm going to hop over back to the map. Sorry for jumping around, but I do want to show you guys all where this is at. So podcast listeners, I'm looking right in the heart of Westport, just west of Westport, a little bit south, right off Southwest Traffic Way and 43rd Street. So you know right where that's at if you've ever been to Westport. This is the heart of Midtown. Rents here for 1-bedroom apartment units, $1,000, $1,100, depending on what they are. 2 bedrooms, you go up there $100, maybe $200 a piece, depending on the size of the units. We don't have a ton of information here as far as photos go, but I do like the location a lot. It is $157,000 per unit, which is a little strong in this current market, in this environment. However, with rates coming down, could be a fit there. If you've got a 1031 exchange, you want to be in Midtown, you like Westport, this could be a great fit for you. If you're an active investor and you know the area well, you know what kind of rents you can get, highly recommend we dive in deeper to this property and see if we can make something work there. All right. All right, now let's hop back out. So podcast listeners, zooming back out here, taking a look. So we have one other new opportunity that's multifamily, and it's right off the top of the bat, guys, here on LoopNet. It says 12 units. It's actually 21 units for $2.4 million. It's the James Apartments here on 37th and Wyoming, which again, heart of Midtown. It's actually dang close to 39th Street District, so KU Med area, west of Southwest Traffic Way, 21 units, plenty of parking. It's got a lot of, half the units or so have been upgraded. The other half haven't. So it's an interesting opportunity. It's about $115,000 per unit, which is right in line with what stuff sells for. I think it's a great value. If you have a 1031 exchange, reach out to me. Let's take a look at this deal together, see how it pencils out for you with the new debt terms, and maybe we can take this down with you, and you can have a pretty nice asset here next to 39th Street. Okay, so again, that's the 39th Street District or so, 37th in Wyoming, Kansas City, 21 apartment units for $2.4 million, a little less than $114,000 per unit. All right. So guys, that's everything new. However, since this is my own podcast, I'm going to go ahead and pop over here, and I'm going to pull up just give me 1 second here because I do want to actually show you the newest price drop I've got for my property. This is a listing I have. All right. But the seller dropped the price by $100,000, essentially $995,000, Class A submarket, Liberty, Missouri. He also has a new updated rent roll. He's got, I mean, I think all of them are well over $1,000 on average here. The exterior has some maybe deferred maintenance there, but the interiors have been remodeled nicely. I think there's more room to go here. So 995,000 divided by 9 is about $110,000 per unit in Liberty. We got low owner expenses here. Everything's separately metered with the exception of the studio apartment unit, which he's trying to rent for $800. So take a relook at this. I think if this would have hit the market right now at this price, it'd probably be under contract. We've got a couple new offers on it, but I think even for a 1031 exchange investor that's looking to buy in a Class A submarket of Kansas City, just for map people, this is right off of 291 Highway in Liberty. Well before, of course, you get to 35, but it's a good location, great access to everything. There's not much more you could ask for here other than if you want a perfect property, which I think would have sold for $1.2 million once you get it all fully stabilized, exterior, rents all up to market rent. Because remember, 5 of these are actually large townhouse-style apartment buildings, apartment units that are 2-story. Now, they're still only 2-bedroom, but they are 1.5 bathroom. Every single unit in here has washer and dryer in it. So take a look at this with the new rent roll, the new debt terms, and see if there's a play there for you. You don't have to use me. You can use another agent if you want to, but let's take a look at this together. And I would love to get this thing sold for the seller because I think it's a good deal in this market. All right. So, okay, this is Alex Olson with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. You can email me, alex@legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. Hope to hear from you soon.